And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. What is Gucci, Manucci's? Welcome to the Half Court Podcast. You already know it's Darwin. Got AV behind the camera. And before we get this episode started, man, I just want to say, AV, your t-shirt is clean as hell, man.
Look at this shit.
Shit, man.
Look at this. Just look at it.
Yo, big shout out to Gorilla for making these high quality t-shirts. And big shout out to Rashad for making us this canvas. New edition, you know what I'm saying, to add a little spark to the Half Court Podcast studio. But without further ado, we have a very special guest today. We have a young entrepreneur. Issa Reel, take it over. Tell us what you do, and let's just go from there, brother.
All right, I'm Nicki Minaj. I'm a rap. No, I was playing. I'm Issa Reel. I go by Issa Reel. I'm 17 years old, almost 18, 4 days. I'll be 18 by the time this goes up. But I do a website, clothing line, and I work at Target.
Nice. So your brand is pretty clean. What's the name of it, man?
Infatuated Clothing.
Infatuated Clothing. Okay. And how did this start? Like, when was the time that you were like, you know what, I'm gonna start a clothing line?
It was like a little bit before my birthday last year. I had a computer and I was just kind of like, I just got Photoshop and stuff, and I was messing around. I'd always see my dad doing stuff, and I had a picture of my dog, and I was like, man, I wonder if I could do like a cartoon version of him, blah, blah, blah.
So this is a picture of your dog.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, where's the sticker? Give me that sticker real quick, brother. You can see it right there in the shirt. He has a merch. Also has a website. We'll leave that in the link in the description. But show him that little cute pug.
It's clean.
Yeah, that's clean, man. I'm with it. That's your sticker, huh?
Yeah, this is mine. This is.
All right.
I chose it off top.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, that's the last one I had left of that version.
So yeah, we have the pug. That's pretty tight, man. So how did that start, and how old is your clothing line?
Let's think. I did the pug, and I made that. Couldn't decide what to call my brand or anything, and I hated the eyes on the pug. So I was like, you know what? I like the way like things look like when they're squared off. Like if you square out someone's eyes or someone's mouth, you know, like you do the censored. I was like, let me do that over their eyes with infatuated, and it'll look interesting. Did that. I was like, this looks cool. Threw it on like a few hoodies and shirts, and within like 2 weeks, like by the time I was 17, I had the website up. Made no sales for like 6 months.
Okay, I feel like that's how it is
Yeah.
with when you start a clothing line. I feel like you have to build it up. You just can't come up and be like, I'm gonna start a clothing line because everybody's doing it, or whatever the case is, and expect it to sell. Like, you have to build it
It's
up.
just the whole creative process of even like coming up with it. It takes a minute, like for, like in fact, the name, the logo, so it's like. Once you have that, then that's when the work starts.
And this is what I would recommend. I'm not no expert in shit, but I think this is common sense. So if you want to start a brand, whatever it is, you want to start your own brand, build the name of the brand first. Don't be just because you designed the logo and you're hella hyped. Look, make some t-shirts, wear them yourself, give it to a couple of friends. That way they can rep it, build the brand. And then it's like with the podcast, man. Like, if we would have started right off the bat since episode 1, hey, we got some merch, everybody's going to be like, nah, like, who the fuck are y'all?
Like that.
Now they see, you know, the consistency and the value we provide to them. So people hit us up, and they're like, yeah, we want to get the merch, which we're going to hand them out pretty soon. We're just kind of waiting on the, you know, the COVID-19 bullshit, coronavirus shit, you know, that way we can start just throwing them out there and getting them out. So be patient, people, but we're going to get the merch out
How'd you
pretty
come
soon.
up with the name Infatuated?
Okay, so I used to work at Sonic. And there was this kid named Khalil, and him and I don't remember how it started, but I think it's by the time we moved stores, like we both switched stores, he would, like one day he just came in and he was like, man, I'm so infatuated right now. I was like, bro, what? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, dude, like straight up, like I'm so infatuated right now. Like I'm making this cherry limeade, blah, blah. I'm just infatuated, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, that is godly. Like just the sentence.
So what does infatuated mean?
That's what I was going to ask.
It's
Good question.
a short-termed but strong passion or love for something or someone.
Okay. So he was infatuated, or he was making that cherry limeade.
So,
Yeah.
Huh.
Like he was putting passion into
Yeah.
limeade,
Yeah, that's tight.
I just thought it was...
wait, what was it? He was like, I'm so infatuated that what?
He was like, I'm infatuated making this cherry limeade. That's it.
Okay.
It was just
That's
random.
a cool little term.
And then we would just start trolling around work, be like, man, I'm so infatuated making this burger with this burger, blah, blah. We would sometimes, like, if we worked the drive-thru, whenever, like, some cute girl would come by, you'd be like, man, I'm so infatuated with you, and you get their number and stuff. Like, it was good. And
That's a good one. I like it. That's a cool word.
So would they ask, like, what does that mean?
No, I never had to ask. I think they just kind of understood, you know?
It's a vibe, like, you just...
Yeah. Because it depends on how you say it. It's your delivery.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's tight, man. So, you said you had the website how long?
I've had it about a year. I bought the domain about a year ago.
That's what's up. So, you come up with that, and I like the name. It's pretty unique too. It's something that is a little catchy. And you say you want to build a brand in general, not just a clothing brand, but you want to go above.
I'm trying to go to the top. Like, I have. Like,
so, what are your plans for it?
I want within the next 2 years to have a store like downtown. Might not be realistic, maybe 5 years, 10 years, but I want to have a store downtown, and I want it to be looked at as like a line that, like, I don't know, like I want it to mean something. Like, I don't want it to just be another Supreme. I don't want it to be another Golf, like, I want this to do something. Like, I want to take it and change the world with it one day. Sure, now it's like, oh, it's just some kid that makes cool designs and sells clothes, but I want to take the profit, donate it places. I want to be able to go to Africa and donate stuff, you know, clothes, all that. Like, and I don't even want to be that guy that's like always posting it either. Like, I just want to go do this stuff.
Right.
Like, I want to,
like,
I really want to change the world.
You say your style as far as clothing design is more urban? Or what would you say the style is? Because you have a pretty good variety when it comes to the clothing. And
I would almost, I still haven't figured that out yet. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, I was just drawing some stuff, designing, whatever. And I was like, man, my stuff's kind of like childlike, like my designs, but they're also not at the same time. Like, some of them are very serious, just cool designs. And then some of them are like, oh, this just looks like a kid scribbled it in kindergarten. I don't know. Whoa. Wow.
That's like you're basically creating your own.
Yeah, I just really create whatever comes to mind or whatever I feel like. Like, sometimes I don't have an idea in my head or anything. I'll pick up my iPad or my laptop or whatever, and I'll just start creating without even thinking.
And you, how often do you keep your lineup updated? Because I see you sometimes, like, and I see that it's like new spring, and so how often is it per season?
Nah, I change the vibe, like the site every season. So, like, every time a new season comes out, the whole site's different. Like, the way it's laid out and everything is different. But, like, when it comes to, like, releasing designs and stuff, I straight up, like, I'll make it the fastest I can get it on the site. I'll put it on the site. Like, I don't like that waiting. Oh, let me tease you guys. Here's this for 6 months. You know, I'm not Kanye telling y'all I'm going to give you an album and waiting 12 months. I'm just going to drop some clothes and be like, here's some clothes, guys. Because there's no point in waiting.
That's tight. What's been a good, because you told me that you didn't have much success at first. So what has helped you become successful on your website?
Good advertising, having good friends, obviously.
Supportive.
Yeah. Definitely advertising. Like, you gotta, like, I wasn't getting sales until I started making really cool looking ads, and I was doing Instagram. Like, you have to pay for stuff. I have billboards running in, like, Cali and stuff. People don't know that. Like, that was something I just been doing. But I think there's some even in Tulsa, I think. But yeah, like, I just advertise every way I can. I post every single day. You just got to keep people knowing that you're around, because someone could look at your stuff and be like, oh, this is so sick, I need to buy some of this. Forget, because they don't have their money yet. Boom, their paycheck comes in a week later. They see another post, like, oh yeah, I got money now, and there's some cool
and
designs.
They probably forgot back when they were broke, when they got paid. Boom, they'll go ahead.
So most of your sales, do they come from out of state people, or like your homies, or people you went to school with, people you work with, right? Just random people? Who do you?
It's really just random. Like, I mean, obviously my family and stuff orders it because they're just supporting me. But, like, there's people I don't know all the time ordering it. Even in other countries, mainly because I don't know if y'all have heard of Discord, but it's for gamers and stuff.
Yeah,
and there's
I've heard
like all
of
these servers and stuff. You can talk to random people. And I'll just be talking to people. I'll be like, oh yeah, I got a clothing line, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, I have an order from him later that night with the t-shirt, and it's shipping all the way to like Australia or something. I'm like, that's tight.
That's good connections. So, by the way, if anybody didn't know, he is the son of Jay Paulo. Shout out to Jay Paulo because he made this awesome logo too. So if you guys want a logo, hit him up. Where did you get this mentality of just being like, you know what, I want to do this entrepreneur shit. I want to just not follow the rules.
I mean, I've always kind of been that kid that never wanted to go by the system. Like even back since like 4th grade, I was like, this is whack. Like I'm not enjoying this. Like I want to do something. Cause I noticed from a young age, like mainly cause my dad and my mom always kind of kept me up like ahead of the game. I was like, this is kind of whack. I'm not learning anything important, and I want to create, and I want, cause you don't want to be an average Joe. Like people, it's just not fun.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I go to work at my 9 to 5, make some money. I have a cool car, cool house, but I'm just chilling, which is cool for some people. Not everyone wants, all the fame, all the money. Some people are just cool. Like, oh, this is my life. I'm happy taking care of my kids. But I was like, I want to do more. I want to create everything I can, because we don't know what's after this. So it's do everything I can in this however many years I'm living, whether it's 30, whether it's 70, I'm going to do every single thing I can.
That's something I learned in when I was younger. I would get in a lot of depth on nice things like cars and shit like that. And then I realized if I'm going to get in depth, I might as well get in depth on shit that I actually can take advantage of. Like I'll get in depth for a fucking camera if I have to, or equipment and shit. But it's something that I'm going to take advantage of. And it's just not like, I'm not just proving to somebody based on a car. Like, oh, look at this motherfucking
Like by the
car.
time you break the camera, at least you shot fucking 100 videos of
Exactly.
it, that you still can look back on.
And that's a sacrifice you do. You're not showing off, buying shit you really don't need to show off to other people you don't actually like, because that's the whole thing of that shit. People have all these fucking crazy ass expensive cars and trucks and shit.
It's insanity.
Yeah, when a fucking Toyota can take you that same place that the motherfucking $50,000 truck took you, but everybody does whatever the hell they want. At the end of the day, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like the Hodgtons would say, but I feel like it's just sacrifice. Like we don't have, for example, AV, myself, we don't have fancy shit. We do a sacrifice, which is, to do what we love, and then later off, if it pays off, it pays off. But we'll die doing what we love. You know what I'm saying? We're not stuck into slavery. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of tight. How important was your parents in making you the person you are today?
I think they play every part, because I'm literally just a mixture of my mom and my dad. Like I have my mom's work ethic whenever I want, but I also have my dad's carelessness whenever I want. But at the same time, I have a lot of, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I have a lot of skills from both of them that I can't even explain, because they're just there and I don't even realize it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
You said earlier they kept you ahead of the game. Like, what do you mean by that?
Dude, I was like in like 1st and 2nd grade, my dad was paying me to do algebra questions. He was giving me like Lego sets just to learn algebra, like way before we were actually doing it.
So that's tight.
Yeah, like not just that, like anything. Like he would just teach me, like, hey, blah 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 blah. Like he'll sit down and just teach me.
Talk to you like a fucking human being, not like a little kid. Like
yeah, he definitely wanted to raise my conscience at an early age.
Kind of keep you learning even more, not because that's the thing. I think that as if I were, to be a father, I think that would be the challenge for me as far as like making sure I keep that balance with my kid. Because I definitely want to get my kid into basketball because that's something I love. I'll give him a ball from a small age, make sure I do some drills and shit and hope he does love that sport. But I also need to learn as a parent to keep that balance as far as like not burning them out too much to the point where they're like, fuck this shit. I'm just going to have fun as a kid, because it can make or break them, So like, I feel like that would be the challenging part, just to kind of make sure you don't. Yeah, you don't overwork them and shit. But
Even if you want to get them in basketball, just make sure you don't make them feel like they're being pushed.
yeah,
Just, dude, because kids, I see kids all the time. My parents want me to go to college, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do this. I want to go do blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, just go chase your dreams. Like, if you want to go do something, your parents aren't going to be around by the time you're, older and stuff. So, I mean, just go do what you want to do and be happy.
yeah.
Because
So
all that matters is you and then your kids next. Your parents are cool. Take care of them in the future. But your happiness and everything should be first.
yes, exactly. And
So, my bad.
No, go ahead, bro.
With, because your dad told us that whenever you decided to drop out of high school, he was cool with it.
Yeah.
How were you thinking of that whenever you finally said, man, fuck this? Like, were you thinking like, damn, what is my mom and dad gonna think?
I had been plotting it for a really long time. Like, I did really bad in high school only because I just wasn't interested and I felt like I was being forced to go. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, don't make someone feel like they're forced to do something. It was just like, I didn't enjoy being there in any way. It was just, and Oklahoma City public schools suck. Like, maybe in another state, they're great, blah, blah, blah. But here, they're just bad. So I was just not enjoying it. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I won't go to school next year, blah, blah, blah. Next thing, it comes around. I'm like, man, I don't think I want to go. And so me and my mom kind of talked about it. Waited a couple of weeks after school started. We went up there and we were like, all right, I want to pull him out. And they're like, we already took him out. And I was like, bet.
so, because you told your dad. Who did you tell first? So you told both of them at the same time, or was it?
It wasn't really it was weird because I never really told either of them. I was never like, hey, I want to drop out. It just kind of happened in a way. She was like, so what are you going to do? She was like, are you going to go do online? Are we going to enroll you? Like, what's going on? I was like, I don't think I want to go. Like, I think I want to take another route.
Yeah.
Her main thing is she wants to make sure I get my GED and I stay working. So, I mean, I'm working like over 40 hours a week and everything, still going hard. Like, it's not like I dropped out and I'm just sitting at home, like on my iPad, like, oh, I'm just designing stuff.
Yeah. You're productive as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Av, did you take a picture? Yeah, I did. Good shit. You know, I was thinking about printing them out and having them like a collection type shit where we can. I'm just trying to get creative with all the guests because that shit is awesome. But just good shit with that, bro. But going back to the school stuff, like at least you took advantage of it. You kept staying productive and shit. So you work 40 hours right now at Target?
Yep.
Hell yeah. With
trying to move up.
Foul Beats.
Shout out to Roberto.
Yeah, shout out to Foul. How is he? Is he a dick to y'all or what?
I don't see him that much, but he's cool. He's like,
cool.
I've never had any kind of anything with him. I remember one time he almost wrote me up though because I thought I lost my keys.
Goddamn Foul. Shit. We gotta let him know. We gotta watch.
Yeah,
this
why
episode.
was he almost gonna write you up?
Dude, because I was like 1 month or 2 months into the job and I couldn't find my keys. And I was like, yo, Roberto, I think I lost my keys, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I'm gonna have to write you up. He was like, I'm sorry, but it's
One
all
time,
right. Even
funny
if we
story. He had just got promoted. Hopefully, this doesn't get his ass in trouble. But we were kicking it, and then he had just got promoted. So we're chilling and shit, and out of nowhere, he's like, bro, my keys. So I'm like, bro, I didn't see him, bro. So he just fucking stops in the middle of the road, gets out, and starts looking for the keys, and he finally finds them. But I can see why it's.
I mean, you lose in the keys of the goddamn store that has thousands.
When he found them, he was like,
hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in merch. Somebody finds them and they find out it's Target, bro. They're having a parade.
Dude,
Best believe.
I'm not gonna put Target's business out there like that, but like we get to see their sales and stuff. They have they make a lot of money.
Fuck yeah, bro. It's
daily. Like if you rob that store, like you're gonna have millions of dollars like selling that stuff.
Yeah. That shit is crazy. But what department are you working at right now?
I'm mainly electronics, but I do other stuff and I learn other departments.
How long have you been working there?
Team leader up there and stuff. I want to move up past that even.
Yeah.
It seems like a good company.
They're a great company.
Foul's been with them for like years,
Yeah,
bro.
but Foul hates them. I hope this doesn't get him in trouble.
Nah, he does. I mean,
But he's still there. Not everybody's tied up to a job. So if he bitches a lot, he's still there.
He just has a
because
lot of
likes it.
responsibility, so that
Yeah.
it's normal for anybody
He
to be
works hard.
stressed.
Yeah.
He's a good worker.
And how long you been working there?
I've been working there almost 6 months, and I'm already like this
So-
with like my managers and stuff.
That's cool because you still like want to move up, but you still want to work on your own shit. So that's
Because at
kinda,
the end of the day, you know that you can't just make a living yet off of selling shirts, you know. So it's like
Dude, because I mean, it really could just never take off.
us with the podcast. Like if we just relied on the podcast to fucking survive, we would be
have been in the
fucked.
streets.
Yeah.
You
so-
wouldn't even have
Yeah,
this stuff.
and that's the thing and you got to go into the mentality that you're not gonna make money. Like, do it because you love it. That's what I'm saying. Like people say,
Yes.
like, you get paid for this shit, or are you monetized on YouTube? I don't care about that. I'm more worried about bringing you value, and also building an audience. That's it. Like I can build an audience right now and I not get paid.
And
as
just
far
have
as money.
cool guests over. Like we get to sit down for an hour and chop it
Yeah.
up with just a rap, somebody that we can
Exactly.
learn something from. So
So
that's what you get paid right there. is the
exactly.
fucking-
To me, this is valuable. And you took the time of your day to be here 1 hour or so to, just give us what you do and spread some knowledge and shit, So it's like that to me that's it. That's a win right there. I'm getting paid. You feel me? So
This is also interesting because I'm only 17 right now. So if I was on here like another time, like in the future at 20 or something, like you could compare the two episodes. And you're like, wow. he
no,
changed.
exactly. And
Yeah,
that's
tight.
and that's the plan of that. Like all of our previous guests and at a certain time, they're going to get back. And we're going to see like where you at right now, So
make
it's
sure
like it's-
make sure they weren't just talking shit.
Right, exactly. So
great
and
for
it's
us.
good. It's good to set, to set a goal and then pressure yourself because at the end of the day, it's like you're gonna get as far as your mind and your mindset takes you. So that's pretty tight. That you still like I said, you still wanting to work for that company, still do your shit. It's just it's awesome. Like with me, I mean I went back to corporate, but I'm doing it part-time and it's something I'm good at, which is Verizon. So like I'll sell, make sure I get the people the right phones and shit like that. And
And
keep
then
some-
like right now, really, that's like the best school for you, because you're in there with older people that already know their shit. They know how business works. They know numbers, P&Ls, all that shit. So now, like with Carrie, like that's what she did for us. Our old manager at Gold's, like she took me like under her wing and she fucking taught me every. If it wasn't for her, I'd be fucking just dumb, bro. I wouldn't even be.
she kind of did spark that little, at least with me, is like, let me get into sales. Like that's when I started thinking about it. Like, oh shit, because it's really everything, bro. It's everything. You're either getting sold something or you're selling something.
There's
so
two types of people in this world.
yeah, so
Consumers and then what do they say? Creators or something like
well,
that?
it's consumers, creators,
sell stuff or you buy
followers,
stuff.
leaders. Players and fans. AV is a player, so I don't get tired of stressing that enough.
Man,
AV
come
is a
on,
player.
bro. Come on. I mean, look at it. All the fans are all fucking bummed because the NBA is not going on right now. The
Yeah,
play-
I'm one of them. I'm one of
Hey,
them.
but look who's still here.
But we still here, man. And despite all
Better
the
than
chaos.
the NBA.
Yeah, exactly. We're still here despite all the chaos and shit. But yeah, I mean, in general, like the people that you get to see customer wise is kind of cool because I'm pretty sure you get your good bads, but you also get the interesting ones where
It's
you're
amazing.
like,
Like-
oh shit, you learn something from them, or so that's the cool part. That's the part where I'm excited of just meeting new people and shit, connecting, networking, and so that's what I'm excited about. So that's kind of cool.
So as far as if you were to get a celebrity right now to wear your shirt, who would it be?
Let me think. That would either be, I would either want to see Jaden Smith or Tyler the Creator wearing it. One, because those are like my two biggest inspirations, but two, I feel like they would look goofy in it.
Why those two?
Man.
I can see the Odd Future kind of now, a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I have the vinyls, everything. Like,
Those are Odd Future. What is that?
Gospel Floors. Tyler's.
Oh, okay. Tyler won fucking best. What was that? Best album of the year.
Yeah, best rap album.
He beat DJ Khaled, and DJ Khaled had fucking.
He got so mad.
All these artists and shit.
This nigga spent all sorts of money on that shit, bro.
It tells you, but like hard work is, is gonna be talent, So like, not saying he's not talented, but hard work will always be talent. That's for sure. But
DJ
that's
Khaled cool, but his music is not that.
Hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always somewhere. Rather it's funny.
And I mean, he was just salty because he probably spent 3-4 times the amount of money that Tyler spent, and he got second place.
So why are those two are your like inspiration and shit?
One, Tyler, he kind of taught me that he was one of the people that, like, besides my parents, like, that was like one of the first role models that really got me to be like, why don't I just do what I want to do and be myself and chase my goal, you know? Because I saw what he did. You go back, look at his old videos. He was 17, just being goofy in the street, recording dumb videos with color pencil, blah, blah. And then now here he is getting Grammys and getting, what are those, Brit Awards or whatever?
Yeah.
He was like just kicking it with his homies, basically vlogging the shit, like.
Yes.
And then out of nowhere, just.
That's crazy.
He was like a kind of like Soldier Boy, like
He's
Lil
like the
B.
real Soulja Boy.
Like it was like those first waves of like real internet like cults. That's what it is, internet cults. Cause the fucking bro, his shows will anywhere he goes, he has
Sold out crowd.
Odd Future and ASAP really shaped this generation a lot.
And
I mean, at least for people more recent.
yeah, so what about Jaden Smith? What does he do that inspires you?
I love his work, like his music and stuff. People don't like it because, the music sounds kind of bleh, but I like the story and stuff behind it. He knows how to make a story, which is really dope, especially because of who his dad is. Like, he's not like some, like how you see some celebrity kids, they're just like, they do whatever they want. They're crazy.
he's conscious, super conscious.
Yeah. Icon goes hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you don't know, he's on the Karate Kid when he was like a little kid, right?
Yeah.
If you don't
And
love that nigga after that shit, then you're a fucking hater.
Yeah, and then he did the one with Will Smith with his own dad. That one was pretty tight too.
The pursuit of happiness.
Yes,
That's him?
yeah, that was him. Yeah.
Damn.
So
Oh, yeah, they did a couple movies together because then they did that weird one.
So he was born
in the
with that
future.
shit.
Yeah.
Because he was a little baby.
and not only that, I love what he's doing with the just water. Like that's he's using recyclable
That's all I
material.
drink, bro.
So what?
That's all I drink.
Yeah. So he's doing an awesome thing with that too. Is like
He's
recyclable
actually
material.
shaping. He's using his influence for something
He's my
good.
inspiration for changing the world with my clothing line.
And look, man, out of all this bullshit that's going on with the coronavirus, there's something positive out of this. The positive is that they're not using that much fucking cars, planes, factory, fucking ventilation. So like the world in a sense is breathing a little bit better because we're all staying in our houses. We're not using our cars that much. There's not much carbon monoxide out in the atmosphere and shit. So there at least is a positive of this as far as global warming and shit like that. Cause that shit, man, it's...
Yo, hold up. By the way, I need to say this. Look, if you're bored at home, don't get in your car. Don't go to the grocery store. Don't get on your phone and get on social media and watch another video. I don't care if it's raining outside. I don't care if it's hot outside. I don't care what the conditions are outside. Go outside and just have fun. Like, just enjoy the outdoors. Like, I don't care if you're running in the rain, dancing in it, whatever. Just go have some fun. Like, leave your stuff inside, all your electronics, and just enjoy nature in any way. Whether you're, social
good.
distancing, don't go out with a bunch of people. If you want to bring a friend or two, sure. Just be, do your precautions, was it COVID-19?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Corona.
But just go have some fun out there. Like, you got to be free sometimes.
It's good to disconnect. It's so good. I mean, I feel like now with this, everybody's locked in and they're fucking either doing TikToks and shit or just on the internet, just doing dumb shit.
Go outside in your backyard or patio, whatever you have. Sit there and listen to some music. Like, literally just sit back and listen to a whole album. Just listen to the whole album, front to back, your favorite album, whatever.
I need to get into some yoga. I feel like the yoga would help me out a lot. So,
Yep.
have you still been doing yoga, brother?
Here and there, not like
Yeah.
long sessions, just like.
So what got you into yoga? I'm curious, bro, because you got me into that shit. I remember
Elliot
it.
Hulse. He was a big strongman dude, and then he was like fucking himself up because he was just like, he was just all fucking, so he started doing bioenergetics and yoga and shit. So, I just felt tight all the time. So,
Because I heard, man, like, besides your body being flexible because you can touch your toes, but I heard it's also good to kind of relax your mind because you have to do all this breathing and shit.
It almost feels, it's kind of funny, but it's like, it feels like when you bust a nut, like you fucking, you go all that time and then, bah! with yoga, nigga, that's how it is, because you're doing a position for a long time and you're just sitting there like, and then when you finally like let go of the position you're in, it feels like like so relaxing and shit.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and a lot of people keep saying it. Like you're calm because you're breathing, you're learning, you're controlling your breathing and shit. So like that also helps you release some shit on your brain that helps you calm.
And it's weird because you'll be so insecure like the first few times you do it because you're sitting there doing weird ass shit that you're not used to. So that's why like you'll be sore in weird places and shit because you're not used to doing those positions, and like you'll be shaking, bro. You'll be sitting there doing some shit and you're just like fucking. It
takes some time.
Yeah, it can be like
you mastered that shit, bro. I would see your ass and I'd be like, God damn, what the fuck is this? And then I had to get a couple of tries and shit.
Me, like if I was to do some of the shit I used to do back then, I couldn't because I haven't been doing it.
Yeah,
but
I need to get back to it, man, because I slack on that and I heard it's really really good. So.
That was a good point. Go out there and do something different.
So that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Play in the rain. Do some fucking yoga. Play with your puppy.
Dude, lock yourself in a room. Put on your loudest speakers, whatever. Play just some crazy music and just dance. Get free.
Yeah.
Anything, man. Right.
Dude, that stuff is so much fun.
Bioenergetics. That's basically what it is. Like, it's kind of fucking crazy. Like this dude Elliot Hulse, he did a video where he's like he's just like just going crazy, bro. In a room like and then like punching
Why
himself.
was he doing?
Because he was just like releasing all that tension, bro. Like in a, and then he would just be like.
So that's what it's called, bioenergetics.
Yeah, bioenergetics, and then it basically allows you to just like be free, you know, because he's like we develop patterns throughout the day. Like you're just on your computer or you're just doing this or whatever. So with those, what he is like, and then he yells out random shit like
Man.
"fuck you," yeah, crazy.
Something I've been wanting to do, bro, is I just want to go to I don't know if it's a thing here, but where you go to a room and you just fucking destroy things.
I love that, dude.
Oh, is there a thing here?
Well, see, that's basically what you're doing with that, but you're destroying your patterns because you're jumping, you're moving, you're like.
I feel like that would be so like having an old TV and just getting a bat and just hitting it in the same middle and just throwing shit that like fucking cups and then glass and fragile shit. Like that shit gotta feel good, man.
I bet that's what mosh pits are good for. Like if you have like some Playboy Cardi or like
I love fucking concerts, bro. You go and you get like I'll go in the middle of the fucking. I'll leave. Get here, hold my shit.
Oh, so you're a fan now, huh?
Yeah.
See, we all a fan of something, motherfucker.
And I'm not sitting there watching every fucking concert. I'm a player in a sense because I'm in the crowd. Fucking, I'm not just sitting back like.
Dude, artists love that too. They love whenever you're going ham, like,
bro.
Like if you're punching the air, like going crazy,
you just can't. AV, you just can't hate on it, bro. You just can't hate on. Like
I
love to go to games, bro. Like,
cool,
and you've been to a couple of Thunder games. The vibe is tight, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's cool.
You're not a big sports fan, but you'll go to a couple of games and shit.
For the most part, you're gonna go to a game and you're gonna sit down like you're like.
No, I'm still turned, nigga.
No, see,
like when Westbrook goes crazy and dunks and shit, like I'm screaming, bro.
That's
like,
why I want to get money so that way I can get like the best tickets, places, get front row, and just lose it.
Exactly. Hey, one of my goals,
brother, going through the fucking rows, and then you got like your beer and your nachos and shit, and then you
get your money up, nigga. Get your money up.
Nah, I've been in the front section. It's like
that one person.
I want to get. That's what I was telling
AV. Your sideline, but even if you're like. If you got oil money, you
one
still
of my
in
goals,
a little ass area.
One of my goals is to be able to afford courtside seats. That's one of my goals. Like,
see, if you would have had courtside seats to the last game, you would have been scared and shit.
Oh,
shit. Hey. Nah, but I feel like it's possible, and that's one of my goals. I just want to have a courtside seat that whenever the hell I want to go to a damn Thunder game, whether it's playoff or not or preseason, I have courtside seats.
When did you come up with that goal?
I came up with that goal.
Just
No. I came up with that goal. Maybe I've been living here for almost 6 years now, so probably like 3 years ago. That's when I was like, because I went once to I went to 2 Thunder games. My first 2 Thunder games were in the nosebleed, and I was like, this is the last time I'm coming up here. I just don't see it like they look like little ants from up there.
But you don't think it's better to be up there than at the house?
No, I think it's better to see it at the house because I see different angles.
Yeah.
Then just
you can still see it on the screen, can't you?
You still can, but it's just like
It's
I'd rather
different.
just
Do you
see
feel
it.
like a fucking loser up there?
Yeah, bro. It's like I'm not bashing on anybody that sees it up there because we all
But
can't
get your
afford
fucking
it.
money up.
I just need to get my money up. That's all I gotta say. That's all I said. I gotta get my money up. So yeah, I think it's better for me. Same with concerts. Like if I don't like going to concerts to begin with, but if I have to go to a concert, I'm going close. Like I'm seeing the artist close because
Next time Tech 9 comes in town, we're all going. I'm gonna show you how to fucking be a fan.
fuck it. Because the thing with that, bro, is like most of these artists don't sound like they sound in the fucking studio.
Oh, Tech
So
9 does. You're going to the wrong concert.
I'm just saying the majority of these motherfuckers do not sound like it. You know, these motherfuckers be sweating now because they've been doing lives and they gotta sing sometimes. Yeah, these artists been doing lives.
Like I went to an EDM show the last. You might be familiar with that shit. It was at the Criterion like 2 weeks ago. It was like one of those raves that they.
Oh, I think I don't remember the name of it, but I always get invited to those on Facebook or whatever. You know, like in Facebook, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, invited you to
Yeah,
this event.
or somebody's interested in this event that you might be interested in. Shit.
I was cutting up my homie, and then he was like, "I'm going to this concert." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Man, that sounds pretty fucking fun, bro." So he was like, "Come with us." So I went, and I went with an open mind because that's not my type of music. Like,
Which one? What kind of music was it?
it's like, bro, I don't know. It's like a group of DJs, I guess. So they're the
Is
way.
it like the crazy? Wah,
Is
wah,
it
wah,
tech
wah, wah,
type
wah?
shit?
Yeah, but it's like different, bro. Like there were certain songs that were just kind of like.
Too over much, and then some were like, all right, I can.
It
fuck
went
with
hard, bro. Like the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was like the sound
Is
sounded.
that the one like where they're headbanging and stuff?
Some of it, yeah,
Yeah.
headbanging, and then but
Or
some
doing
of it,
fist pumps
but
and
some
shit?
of it, no, it wasn't like that. Some of it was like real. What is that word?
Was it like a rave or was it
melancholic,
different?
like just like that shit you feel, bro. Like guitar, like you know, like it was like people just vibing the fuck out, bro. And I would look over and it'd be like somebody with their eyes closed, just fucking
feeling that shit.
yeah, by themselves, like just fucking. I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. And it was packed. It was like the whole Criterion was just.
I went to this was probably 4 years ago. I went to Life in Color. That was tight. I went.
See, that's some ratchet shit. That's some but yeah, that's kind of what it was. But not.
I mean, I didn't go there to ratchet. I just went there. I went with my brother. I took him for his birthday and shit, and it was kind of fun. And then I went in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, I was a ratchet. Like I went there to be a ratchet, you know, do crazy.
That's
shit.
what's crazy though. It's like so many different.
But
crowds.
this here in Oklahoma is different. So like I was like, bro, you have fun if you hook up with some bitches, cool. But I went there to just make sure he had a good time, and it was cool. We had a good ass time.
How do you handle relationships now that we're talking about bitches, man? Do you stay single?
Stay single, stupid.
Dude, I told him to stay quarantine, stupid. Why didn't he do that?
Oh, he should have. He still has time to take
Yeah, he has
advantage
time.
of
He has
it, you
time.
know?
I'll let him know before the podcast goes up.
Yeah, he should.
I honestly think I have two ideas of how I'm gonna handle these relationships. So if I stay on the normal path, I just move up in Target, blah blah blah. I'll
You don't have a girlfriend right now?
No, I'm single. I think I would probably get married and have a kid, maybe have a couple kids, blah blah, whatever. If I go down the normal path, but if I go down the path I want to go, I think sadly I would probably, after like Jeff Bezos and stuff, all those situations, I was just like, man, if I'm rich, I'll probably date and stuff, hang out with girls, blah blah blah. But I'll probably adopt or something. I don't think I'm gonna get into like a heavy relationship.
Would you be on some Dan Brazilian shit?
On some what?
Dan Brazilian?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know? Oh shit! Come on, son. This guy has bitches around him all the time. IG models.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
He fucks them for a living.
Yeah, I'm not the model guy. I don't like models actually. Like models are cool,
Give me your opinion on that. Why not? Give me your take on it.
Okay, models are cool if you're a natural model. That's great. Like certain models are amazing. They're cool, powerful women. But I hate like models that, like the premium Snapchat, like OnlyFans models, like the ones that are low key, even though you don't know from the Instagram. It's like, but
that's what I was telling AV the other day. Remember, I was like, so if a female has a premium Snapchat account or fans only, does that make her a hoe?
Yeah. See, yeah, that's what
Okay.
I would say so too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
but what if she's not fucking any niggas?
I mean, it's different, but I also don't like fake. Like, I don't like if you got like a bunch of surgeries and stuff. I mean, if you get facials and stuff, you do like all the organic stuff. That's great. But
Yeah.
if you're getting like Botox and stuff, I'm
Yeah,
out.
that's a lot of insecurities. It's just what's. I don't know. I guess it's just this generation and shit. But I
mean,
get what you're
Kylie
saying.
Jenner is all built. Like
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the generation's like role model. So that's why everybody's like.
And then she has such a big influence that I feel like her and Kim Kardashian really bought that style of it's fine to do surgeries. If you're insecure as hell, it's fine to do surgeries.
I think if you're ugly, it's cool. But if you look good, bro, just embrace that. Like, you may not look like the best girl in the world. Like,
that's why I stopped following. I unfollowed
So
a
you
lot.
do think if a gir's ugly and that's gonna make her feel better, or a dude
I mean,
is
if
ugly.
you're really like, if
well,
you're
that's
really
what I say.
born, like straight up ugly, go ahead. Like I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I say
Because
like
I do understand. Like you can be born ugly.
Yeah, if it gets to the point where you're like hell, like you're getting depressed or some shit, and you think that's gonna make you feel happier or better or whatever, then go for it. I mean, if it makes you feel better and shit, but I feel like that's the reason why I followed a lot of them fucking Instagram models. It's just because they're so full of shit. At the end of the day, they're just so full of shit.
Don't overdo it too.
They'll overdo it. They'll be sellouts. Cardi B was a sellout too. She's promoted this tea that was supposedly helping her lose weight, and it turns out her and a couple of celebrities. It turns out it had something that it wasn't approved from the FDA. So they send them those people that were promoting that shit. They send them a warning like, hey, don't promote that shit anymore because it's not safe for the public. Fucking sell out. It really doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Yeah. And that what pisses me off because you're an artist that you have a big influence and then you go ahead and sell them this product thinking that you're the one that takes it when in reality you're just selling it because they paid you to do that shit. That shit irritates me. That's why a lot of people believe more in creators, small creators especially, than in fucking celebrities, especially when it comes to product shit because of that. They're just so full of shit.
I want to
sellouts.
change the game.
So what?
I want to change the game.
Yeah, me too. I'm not about selling out. That's what I always say. If it's something I don't buy, I don't care if you come up with $100,000 check to say, hey, promote this shit. I'm not gonna do it. You got to stay real to it, man. So it's like, yeah, I stopped following them, especially like Kylie Jenner was one that at the beginning when I started following her, oh shit, she's fine as fuck. Boom, boom, boom. But at the end of the day, she doesn't bring value to me as far as.
I like Kim Kardashian though. I don't like her appearance. Like I don't like that she did all that, but I like her as a person.
Well,
she's dope.
Let me give you this take. So with Kylie Jenner, she's a great entrepreneur. She's the youngest billionaire. But on her Instagram, she doesn't provide none of that information. So I just unfollow her. I was like, fuck you. And a lot of these other fitness models, I just have shit that like I want to see and get motivated by. So yeah, that is an interesting take on as far as models. So
by the way, girls at home, look, I want you to do this, especially if you never do it. Don't go on Snapchat. None of that. Go on your camera app on your phone and just take a. Oh, my bad.
You good, bro.
Take a selfie with no filter, no anything, and just embrace yourself. Like,
yeah.
Post it, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got to go outside. Make it look good. Take a natural picture and just enjoy yourself.
So, do you think? And I'm gonna ask both of y'all this question. Do you think filters have a big play in insecurities too? Because I seen a lot of guys too use filters and shit, and I use certain filters, but it's not the ones that have glitter or make my face clear. It's
like
either one
ones.
that looks old school, So what do you think on as far as?
I like the goofy filters, like
right.
Your face,
Well, I'm saying like
crazy.
the one that I've seen guys use.
No,
like to this day,
filters,
I still see motherfuckers use a dog filter, the doggy one. Oh my god,
the dog one.
Yeah. Que perra eres, huh?
Classic Snapchat.
Shit. But anyways, my point is that cause
I think it is, bro. Most people are insecure for the most part. If you really think about it, that's why even clothing brands or fucking shoe, all that shit. That's why it's like Kevin Gates said it in one of his songs. He said, "Wear designer clothes to hide my imperfections," basically. So he's wearing this Gucci with his fucking chain, and then you fucking fat and can't breathe and shit, But that nigga got some ice on him,
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, bro, I knew this kid in high school who would always be flexing, blah blah. He was wearing Tommy clothes and stuff. But now you look at him, he still has no car, no job, blah blah. But he still got that Tommy on though.
Yeah. The insecurity is real, and I don't know,
I mean, and that's where,
real.
yeah, it takes a while for somebody to be like, okay, I don't give a fuck. Unless there's, I don't know, I guess there are certain people that just really don't give a fuck. But
I had my girl with her friend. We were just chilling and shit, and they were taking pictures and shit, selfies and stuff, and oh, put this filter, but put this other filter. And I was like, man, why don't you just embrace y'all's natural beauty? Y'all acting like y'all ugly as shit. Like, come on. I'll slap both of y'all scrub ass. Like, y'all better fucking start embracing y'all natural beauty. Like, what's up with that? You know?
They're just trying to look better.
Nah, bro, these cameras look fucking great as it is. Like, you don't need a filter.
Dude, especially, they're always like, oh my God, I got to get the new iPhone. I want the new pro cameras, blah, blah, blah. But then they're over here on Snapchat taking pictures. I'm like, bro, you're not even getting the full quality.
Yeah, exactly.
Of it, and you look stupid because you're out here only posting filters.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's why, like, as far as that, I don't think there's gonna. I wish there was somebody, especially a female, that's that difference, that game changer as far as doing different shit. I know Alicia Keys stopped using makeup, which that was a big
Another
deal, but she's not that
way
active.
to look at it too is like a lot of girls, like for example Karina, she don't ever she like lets her work speak. You know, she don't. Sometimes she'll put pictures up, but you don't ever see her like taking just like. She's just too busy working, so she doesn't have time to necessarily sit there for, you know, like, I don't know. A picture is just a picture.
I used to be like that, bro. I used to like taking pictures of myself, and I would just have my brother like do a photo shoots of myself and just post them and shit. But I stopped doing them. And that, I mean, it was cool. I feel like it was a confidence booster for me because it's something I like doing, like just, you know, modeling, I guess you can call it, you know. But right now I don't have that time. But I just feel like at the end of the day, man, is just you just gotta embrace yourself, you know. Be happy with. And if you, I guess, if you're fat or skinny, like you can change that. You know what I'm saying? You can change that by putting in the hard work, not the easy fucking route. You know,
we're going in the wrong direction.
Anyways, yeah.
Like,
yeah, we are
completely wrong direction.
Yeah, we definitely are, and it's everything, bro. It's like.
Because even, for example, with that, it's as simple as this. Like, you'll have a girl that will buy her makeup, spend hundreds of dollars a month on makeup, but won't go to the gym. And, you know what I'm
People don't
saying?
want to put in the work. They need that instant gratification.
The makeup, they can just
Everybody-
fucking, boop,
everybody's looking for the magic
take a
pill.
selfie, as opposed to if a girl's, like, fit and she feels good about herself and she's, you know, she don't even need the fucking makeup because she feels good about herself already, you know? So.
Exactly.
I dig confidence and personality over looks any day because we're all just gonna get old and wrinkly anyways.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's more also of mentality too, man. Because a girl can be pretty as fuck. She can be a 10. If she sounds dumb and doesn't know where the hell she wants to be, boom.
10s are never really a 10.
Yeah, I'll hit her with the Batista.
7
Hell
and
nah.
7
You know?
and 8s is a sweet spot.
No, and
Is
then
it 7 and 8s?
7
My
and
homie
8s.
told me get you a 6. That way she can like rub your feet, cook for you. Because the 10s be asking for too much. The 6s,
For
they'll
real.
cater to you.
yeah, for real.
7 and 8s are
Shout
like
out
the
to Cat.
perfect balance though, because it's like they're always like hardworking. You know, they're always got a good work ethic and everything. And
The 6 and 7s.
Yeah, interesting topic and shit. But yeah, going back to the other stuff, man. What is your plans as far as taking your brand to the next
Hey,
level?
one last question.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
If you could have 2 chicks wear your clothing, who would they be? 2 chick celebrities or 2 chick influencers.
Celebrities.
Influencers.
Um,
Like if they were to tell you,
Well, let me ask you, AV.
give them this free shirt, and they're gonna put a post, and all their fans are gonna see your shirt, so they're gonna go to your website.
All right, before we get to the female one, who would you male have like the podcast shirt? Don't tell me Mo3 because I'll slap your ass, bro. If you had 2 guys, celebrities, influencers, whatever.
I would have Elliot Halls probably be the first one, and then Joe Rogan, but he has his own.
Damn, for real. Yeah, he won't be wearing that.
Yeah, he will.
It's
He's
a
a real
good one.
nigga. He
It's a good one, though. I fuck with Joe Rogan a lot.
and Elliot Halls, he's just the OG. So yeah, I mean
think-
they're not super celebrities, but they got like millions of followers. So
Yeah.
I think that's good enough. But if it was like big, I don't know. Who would it be? Let's see.
Well, if I'm talking about inspiration and shit, at least me, it would be The Rock. The Rock is one.
I would even throw one to LeBron. I think LeBron's a pretty.
LeBron is a big role model, big fan of LeBron. So those 2, but those are big motherfuckers. Now, if I had to go into like a little smaller scale, Peter McKinnon, he's a photographer, videographer that does a lot of helpful tutorials on YouTube. I've learned a lot from him. Great energy all the time. So he definitely is one of my favorite YouTubers as far as the photography and videography community. And Sam Colder. Sam Colder is the cold motherfucker that does a lot of travel videos, and he's that cold motherfucker that Jay Paulo doesn't like. He's like, I don't like him. He's too dry.
Too dry.
Yeah,
You guys
doesn't
can
have
do
a
better.
personality.
You guys can do better.
Yeah.
All right,
But-
so answer that.
All right,
one.
so the female part. Let's go there, and then we'll take it from
Santa
there.
Gold, because she's dope.
Who?
Santa Gold. Have you ever listened to her music?
No.
She's been around for a long time. Like, I grew up listening to her music. She is so tight. Like, y'all got to check out
Yeah.
her music. I'll show you a good album by her.
Yeah.
Her, and then, what's her name? Jada Pink. What's her name? Jaden Smith's mom?
Oh, Jaden.
Jada.
Oh, yeah. I forgot her name. Yeah.
Well, I guess
know what
Jada
you're talking
Smith, but
about.
yeah.
Yeah. That's tight.
Because she's dope.
You? 2 females? AV? Because they ain't.
Damn.
All right, brother. While you think about that one, because it smells like burn. Yeah, that brain is definitely working.
There's not a lot of chicks.
There's
that-
not. Yeah, I personally, I think me. Shit.
That's sad.
It is. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we struggle so much to find female entrepreneurs here, and it's just hard, man. Like, we're trying to get some on the Half Court podcast, but it's hard. But if I had to give somebody the merch, it would definitely be my girl, because I feel like she'll be my number one supporter, obviously. And my dog, my nigga Koa.
That's fucked up.
And he's not a girl.
Nah, I mean,
Is he
like,
transgender?
I guess as far as like influential women that are just like,
I really can't think.
I mean, my sister goes hard as fuck, but she's not like a celebrity, you know. But my sister's a strong, independent woman. Like, she's fucking on her shit. But as far as, yeah, I don't know. I'll throw one to Rihanna's fine ass.
Riri's
Rihanna wanna be a
Riri's
bad
on some good shit, bro. She's doing fashion and shit. I fuck with that.
She dope.
All right, going to the question. Where are you wanting to take?
Oh, Shakira. I have to give one to Shakira.
Now all of a sudden, all these names are popping up and shit.
Those hips don't lie.
Where do you want to take your brand here? Like, where do you see it in here from 5 years?
Okay, here's how I want it in 5 years, and I'm glad we have this podcast, because now y'all get to check me in 5 years.
Exactly.
One, I want to have a Tesla semi truck as my like main transportation for like.
Why Tesla?
Because Tesla's amazing. By the way,
We'll get to that. Finish the question.
Wait, hold
and then
up,
we'll get
because
to
my
it.
dad didn't answer that. I want a Roadster 2020. Because you asked him which one.
Which
I
one is
wanted.
that one?
The one that comes out. It's supposed to come out this year. It goes like 250 miles per hour. It goes 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
Teslas are amazing.
But is that big truck, the one that looks?
No, it's the Roadster. It's like just like the fast one. Yeah.
Yeah. Teslas are amazing, and I think they're the future. Elon Musk is thinking obviously ahead because of global warming and shit like that. And eventually, electric cars are going to be the future, because you got to think about it, bro. What happens when you turn on a car in a garage right now? Let's say a car is in here and we turn it on and it stays on.
You die, right?
Right? You die. So imagine that shit being...
Then we wouldn't need gas. Gas station.
Exactly. So imagine that shit being on millions of cars out in the road. So that shit kills us. So that is already going out in the atmosphere.
Like my car's dead. Oh, it's all right. I have an extra battery.
For real. Like, just slapping a battery in that shit. But it's just the future, period.
Very.
You know, I like what Elon Musk is doing with
So
SpaceX.
Tesla, what else? 5 years.
Yeah, I definitely have a Cybertruck as like my main like thing between stuff, moving between stuff. I can't talk too much on that. I want to have my own podcast up, but it's not gonna be like a normal podcast. More stuff on that in the future, hopefully.
Or like a fashion podcast, or what kind of podcast?
I'm still kind of thinking on it, but I have a general idea of it just being kind of just something where we can just talk and just have fun. Like, I don't want to do like a podcast where it's like, hey guys, what's up, podcast? Like this is great, but I just want to have a conversation with people and just put it on the internet.
Isn't that what we're doing right now?
We are. I don't know how to explain it, because it comes off weird whenever I have a lot of ideas and they always come out wrong whenever I say it.
Because I don't have nothing script. I just roll with-
Oh yeah.
We
This
don't
is
have
tight, by
nothing
the way,
script.
guys. Like, I love their podcast. Like, this is inspiring to me. But there's just I want a different vibe to it, which I still haven't figured out how to explain, and that's why I don't talk about it that much.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
Because
evolving.
you know you have an idea in your head sometimes, and you.
But
can't,
sometimes if you
don't know how to
explain
word
it, they won't understand it, and it's
Seed,
like
you're still watering it. You're still.
Yes.
it's like with my aunt and grandma. Like I don't tell them like, hey, I'm gonna go do a podcast because they're too old school to understand. Like they'll be like, what the fuck, like
The fuck is that?
yeah. So I just say I'll be back. That's it, you know.
That's why I always tell people, don't tell people your moves. Just make the move and then tell them after.
Exactly.
Because literally, it's always gonna come off the completely wrong way whenever you tell
Yeah,
someone something.
exactly. That
It
makes
really
a lot
does.
of sense. Okay, so you got that. You got the Tesla. You got the podcast.
And the store. I want to have at least 2 stores probably. I want to have a store overseas and a store here.
Okay.
In 5 years?
5 years.
And kind of talk to us about, because we've been talking about everything, but kind of talk to us about your website, because that's where you have all your clothing there. So how is it to maintain it, keep track of it, customer service, and all that shit?
Man, it's different than what I was expecting, because I was like, man, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to like keep up with my stock, blah blah blah. Have a whole company doing my stock for me, keeping track whenever I do, have a lot of stuff in stock. They do everything. They're doing an amazing job. But the customer service is weird because I don't have a refund system yet. So if I have someone message me or something, being like, oh, order, I just have to send them something new. Like I'll be like, here's credits, here's this. Like I can't, I literally have zero way to do a refund system right now.
Gotcha.
But customer support, it's weird. They just text me like whenever they go on the website and it's like the chat bubble or whatever you type in there, it goes straight to my phone. And then I just message you.
So
back.
you're the customer service. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, it's direct to, it's not it goes to the website, customer service, and then it goes to you, or I don't know.
I mean, they have
because
an
there's
option, but I
certain
don't like
websites that do take care of all that.
So
all you have
basically,
to-
you're getting all the complaints. So you're
Yeah,
they're lighting
be in
your
the
ass
mix.
up basically whenever something goes wrong.
You're taking the heat for
Yeah,
it.
you're taking
that's what's up, man. You got to be behind your brand at the end of the day.
Because I noticed that's the biggest problem with corporate companies is they never listen.
Yeah.
Like they never listen at all.
And it's crazy. I mean, it's understandable when the volume gets like to a certain level, you gotta have some system in place. Cause then, like I've seen people that do merch and shit, and then you go under their Instagram comments and it's like, hey, I haven't received my shit, and I ordered it 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and you have 6-7 people saying that on the fucking comments. Like, yikes.
You just got to be prepared for whatever comes.
I mean, because sometimes that stuff does happen. I mean, I've had like times where people message me like, "Where's my order?" I'm like, "Oh God, I forgot to press the button, do it." It's always like the simplest thing sometimes, and people don't listen. They're like, they ignore it, or like they try to.
And I mean,
it on
at the end of the
customer.
day, if you already have their money, I mean, shit, they gotta
You
have.
got to do everything you can to keep them happy.
Yeah, because you already
That's
got
got
the
to
money.
be tight, though. Like, just kind of a new season. Let me go ahead and revamp. Is it hard for you to revamp everything, make it look all fresh? And
Man, it's not really hard. It's just extremely tedious, and I'm a very picky person in literally every like area, like whether it's clothes, food, the colors of stuff. Like I'm so picky. I literally sit there for hours on hours, just like, bro, what colors am I gonna do for this? How am I? You know what I mean? And that's just the hard part about it, because I never go into stuff with, at least with my website, I never go in with a huge grand scheme where it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this, then this, then this, because you don't want to over plan stuff either. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because if you do, you lose too much.
As far as, because I know you stay active on Facebook, but on Facebook, I feel like it's more of I guess, I don't know how you would explain it, but on Facebook, like I'm not, I'm active, but I just share shit. Like I'm just sharing people, either the music video we shot for Gasoline, I share that, and I share like other shit, my own shit, vlogs, podcast shit, but I'm not there active as far as just putting myself out there. I'm more active on Instagram, Snapchat, and on YouTube as far as the podcast goes. And sometimes I'll post a vlog if I have something interesting going on. So how are you active as far as trying to keep building your brand and staying active in general?
I always have billboards running. I always have the ads running.
What do you mean by billboards?
Huh?
What do you mean by billboards?
So there's, I forgot the company name, but have you seen like those digital billboards that always have, like
switch
it cycles
within
through every few
seconds?
seconds?
Yeah.
I'll do like every couple of weeks, I'll go in there, I'll put in like $100, $200, whatever, however much I got to put in there. And I'll set it to spend that money over like a week's time or whatever. And it will just play during peak times or whatever that I set, which it charges more for certain times, you know, different tracking or traffic and all that.
But actual billboards, like
yeah,
people are
like
driving.
straight up, like real, like while you're driving by, like my stuff will pop up on there.
It's that much? Just what, $200?
Well, it's
That's not
they don't
bad.
have like one billboard just for him.
Right.
Time.
It's just it's
Yeah.
constantly switching, but still, that's not bad.
No, and I think a real billboard's only a couple grand. Like if you're a
Just
big company, it's
dedicated billboard.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a half-court podcast billboard here soon.
Real shit.
Yeah, let me know.
It's something we could do as far as advertising, but I'm not too big on it. I would do it it would be tight to just drive and be like, oh shit, you know. I feel like more
smoke a blunt up there.
Social media is where it's at, but I'd definitely be down to just throw in some money, and I think that would be a cool ass
What else?
milestone.
Radio? No, radio. Radio's dead.
Billboards, social media ads, lots of just posting in general. Snapchat, dude. Snapchat is insane. Like, I don't talk to people much on Snapchat. I have maybe 15 people total that I really text on there, or like Snap, you know. But my story gets so many views, like just people I don't know, all that. Like people just add me all the time. I'm always adding people.
Is that you have these people watching your shit every day. So it's like a TV channel.
Yeah.
So every day, like that's how I look at it. Because when I started my Snapchat, I was at like 60, like 40 views, 50 views, and then now I get it's still not a lot, but 300. Like to see that 300 something people tune in every single day for every snap, I'm like, damn, what the fuck,
dude? And whenever you have people swiping,
and
up
your
on
your Snapchats are not, you know, too boring or too, you know, not to hate, but I'm just saying like in general, because I know there's people that like I'll scroll and I'll keep tapping, boom, 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 and people think that that's a view. Oh, you watch my Snapchat and shit, but it's not.
Snap
You're boring, but I'm just skipping through, and I don't even know why I'm there, but I'm there.
Delete
so like,
them.
I know I've done a lot of it lately. It is. So like on the views, I know it's there, but I don't count it 100% because I don't know if they skip.
They still looking at it.
But what if they skipped it? What if they skipped it though?
They still saw your name and they still clicked on it.
So if I post a Snapchat that is a minute saying, hey, you know, what's up? We're doing the Half Court podcast. How do I know that you didn't skip?
Doesn't matter.
Boom, boom,
They
boom.
still seen your face that day, even if they didn't hear what you said.
I think
They
Snapchat
clicked
needs a
on
system.
it. They saw Darwin and they saw your face that day. The next day they're gonna see it again. The next day they're gonna see it again.
No, but
they
if
might
you do
not
it-
even
oh,
hear
my
that shit. They might not even hear what you're saying, but they're gonna see your face.
But whenever you're hitting it that fast, sometimes, bro, you really don't see that stuff. Like, because if you hold up, where's my phone at? Like, if you go on Snapchat and you really go through that, like, and you tap, you are not gonna see anything. Like, I can tap through here, and okay, it's not loading now, but if you tap, like yours just popped up just now, and just went right by. Like, all I saw was some dude doing a push-up, and then boom.
But you still saw some dude doing push-ups,
Yeah.
and it was his. So tomorrow you might see him doing push-ups again.
They need
even
a system
though you skipped
for
on it.
2 to 3 seconds or something like that. It needs to register like, oh, hey, they actually viewed it. Now give them the view. But then again, I could see where the issue is. Oh, my views aren't showing up. Blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
you know, people can blame it on Snapchat instead of being like, oh.
Do you make sales off of your Snapchat?
Do what?
Do you make sales off of your Snapchat?
I have people messaging me all the time. Like I'll put my link on there, and they're like, oh, hey, I just ordered. They'll send me the thing or whatever, and like.
Snapchat's a great tool. It's a great tool to get yourself out there. You know, it definitely has everybody feeling like they're a celebrity, and I mean, you kind of get to see what they're doing and shit like that. I feel like just sometimes it just gets over some certain people's heads, or they just think, you know, they're this big shot, you know. But it's a good tool. It's definitely, it has a big amount of attention. So that's something we use to promote our podcast and shit. Instagram is something that it's hard, man. It's really hard to be active on all of it as far as just staying on a constant. But we find ways.
Same
to
with
make it happen.
Instagram. That's the same shit. When you go up, you see the people that view your stuff, and it's like 300-400, and then you go to your regular story and you have like 20 likes. So it's like, damn, all these fuckers saw my shit, but only 20 of them liked it. But they saw it, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
as
That's
long
why
as you-
another thing, and
as long as you
I
seen
stress
it,
it a
fuck
lot.
it.
You know, don't fuck the likes, fuck the views. Just keep doing it. It's eventually gonna get to a spot where it wants
Yes,
to.
but at the same time too, you gotta kind of look at it, because if you're fucking doing something and it's getting like 40 views, or on YouTube, let's say you put a video up and it's like 40 views, and you're on the fucking 5th week, 8th week, and it's still at 40 views, it's like, maybe I should do something different.
Well, at that point, you have to look at where you at, but
And ignore the likes and the
you got to
dislikes
keep in mind
the
that
comments.
the algorithm has a lot to do with it too. That's why people, all the videos, I'm like, why the fuck do motherfuckers like always stress about the likes, like my video, like my video. The likes, getting a lot of positive likes is gonna boost you up in the algorithm. So that's why they're so big. Oh, 40,000 likes, and I'll drop the next video, or 40,000 likes, and I'll give a giveaway or whatever, because it pushes them up in the algorithm.
So I mean, yeah, it's good advice to say don't look at the numbers, but do look at the numbers in a sense. Because if you're
in a sense, you have to analyze
like if nobody's watching your shit, it's
exactly,
because it sucks. Like you
look
gotta
at them from a business standpoint, not a personal.
Yeah.
Especially with comments.
Exactly.
I hear so many YouTubers like, oh, I don't even look at my comments anymore. It's too negative. I get hurt by it. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Read your comments. See what your people are saying. That is your audience, man. You need to listen to people.
It's like on that comment that you left. It's like if we would have just been like, fuck that kid. Like he says we need a new mic, and whatever you said on the last video that you commented. Like if we wouldn't have looked at the comments or whatever.
Exactly.
Now we know, like, damn, this fucking microphone kind of sucks dick. We're gonna have to buy another one. Like
exactly. But I think it's what AV says, because at that point, like if you get averaging 40 views within a time period of 5 weeks, and at that point is maybe you suck at fucking distributing the video.
So don't stop, but switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Like if people aren't buying your shirt that has the whatever, then you're like, damn. It's not that I suck. I'm gonna just switch it up.
Yeah,
like,
I had a friend of mine that they started a business. They started a concept, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna sell merch," and they started it like a week ago. To give you an example, and I'm like, I told him like I didn't want to sound like a hater, but I'm like, it's not gonna sell. Not to be a hater is not gonna sell, but you're just throwing up a brand and saying like you're gonna sell merch, knowing that it's not gonna sell. Like nobody knows you guys. A lot of people when they buy shit too, when they buy shit, it's more of a support as well, So like, you come up with your shit. Like I want to buy a fucking sweater because I seen you out there promoting your shit, and I'd rather support you than a fucking bigger brand. You get what I'm saying? But it's because you're out there, you're promoting yourself. You're
building. You came here, you fucking
exactly. So with that is like build the brand first. It goes back to that. Build the brand first and then sell it. Have everybody wear it, I tried, I gave them that advice and they took it. They're doing that and
another piece of advice is create what you want, not what other people want. Because when I started my brand, I was making designs and I was like, man, what would people like? And I wasn't selling. And ever since I started just making whatever I felt like making and making stuff I like, I'm like, oh, I would wear that. Throw it on the site. Boom, getting huge sales. Like,
same with rappers. That's what you hear that all the time. Like, oh, people gonna fuck with it. People gonna fuck with it. Nah, bro, let me change that because they ain't gonna fuck with it. It's like, damn, bro, you just double guessing yourself now. Like,
because don't worry about if people are gonna like it or not. Just worry if you like it. Because that really is all that matters. Because if you die, who cares that you got a bunch of likes or views? It's like, dang, I created some content and I put something out there. Like,
yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's more of leaving a legacy and like, are people gonna remember you when you're gone? That's I think what it comes down to. Even if it doesn't have to be a big crowd. At least the people that were around you and shit.
Yeah, well, and not just are they gonna remember you? Like, how are they gonna remember
exactly.
you? Because they could remember a dude that was a fucking asshole too.
Like, oh, this motherfucker owed me $20. He didn't pay me that shit. Yeah. Dick.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure it's a positive. At least, I mean, that's the way I want to go. Like, people be like, oh, say something positive, not.
So, as far as college, where do you want to be? Do you want to go to college? What do you think?
I think I'm gonna do a VOTEC or a trade school.
You want to do what?
A trade school or VOTEC?
Yeah.
That's the way to go for broke niggas.
What?
That's the way to go for broke niggas and smart niggas. Like we don't gotta go spend $60,000 on some shit, bro.
Stupid, bro. Like it's just stupid. Like
ridiculous.
I talk to college students all the time, and they're like, "Bro, I hate this. Like I'm in debt. Blah blah. They're teaching me stuff I don't care about."
And then can you imagine, bro? You go and then you come out and then you graduated, but then you're fucking.
And you're like, fuck, I'm gonna make bread. You're gonna make bread, motherfucker, to pay that debt. That's literally what it is, man.
What, trade school's only a couple grand compared to...
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what AV said. Like
I went to barber school because that's what I could afford, and that I wasn't going to put myself in stupid debt. Like, it was stressful while I was in it because it's still money, but it wasn't no fucking OU or UCO or
That's
whatever.
why you got to follow your passion. That's what it is. If your passion is to be a lawyer or whatever, then You'll
But
pay
see,
it.
even
You still,
then, bro, it is. But
if your
fuck.
passion is to be a
But
lawyer,
you better have like some sort of fucking way to make bank, bro. Because law school is not cheap. Like you better have your dad better have money, your brother better have money.
Yeah.
Because for just like let's say you're working full time.
because if you're gonna go through that bullshit and debt and all that shit, make sure you're at least you're passionate about it. That when it gets to the point where you graduate and you know you were fucking in debt off the ass, at least you're like, I love my job, I love what I do, I'm gonna pay this debt, and then the rest is history.
Don't get hooked on cocaine and fucking.
Don't do drugs.
Why do people rush into college? Like, why do they go?
I
Like,
feel like it's
Because it's a thing
like
that
right
they,
after
it's
summer.
like
pressure.
It's basically you want to make your parents proud.
Exactly.
You
So
already told your
Yeah.
teacher, you already told your girlfriend, you already told your homie that you're going to OU, you're going to this.
and then your
so now
parents
you
on
have
top
all
of
that
that.
on you. Like when you drop out, they're gonna be like, that nigga didn't do shit. He said
Exactly.
he was,
And if you have parents that are hella old school, that they want you to follow the system, get a diploma and graduate, get this job, secure income and shit of that nature, invest in the 401k and Social Security and shit like that. Like,
and then see, you got people like my sister, for example. She got a full ride scholarship to OCU, so she didn't pay any money out of pocket. She got out. She started working for Channel 5. That was her dream as a little girl. She wanted to
That's
produce
tight.
news and shit like that.
That's what college is good for.
So she did that. She went and did that. And then she did like 6 years of news. So she worked Channel 5. She worked Telemundo. She worked like she was at the point where she was like, okay, am I going to be that journalist that goes all the way? But she was like, nah, fuck this. So she left. Like 8 years into her career, 6 years, she was like, I can't do it. It's too stressful. I don't want to live this life. So she did all that fucking work to say at the end, like, I don't want to do it.
It happens, bro. It
But
happens.
thankfully, she still got a good job and shit. But now her job is like something that has. She's
Different.
it's like she's not on no fucking. She did all that, but she did all that to realize that that's not what she wanted to do. That's fucking.
Sometimes you have to go through it, brother. You have to go. I mean, my shit wasn't too crazy. I did 2 years of physical therapy, realizing like I still like it, but I didn't see myself fucking doing it for the rest of my life. So, but it is not as bad as what your sister. But sometimes you have to go through that.
And she did it right. She got like 2 Emmys, and she dominated. But then when she got to the point where she was like, damn, I did all this, and I'm still not.
I think it's just the system in general is just too
Yeah,
expensive.
she wasn't
bro.
fucking with it. She was just. She still wasn't in debt or nothing, but.
No, she got the
she
scholarships
earned
and shit,
it,
but those
she's
people,
stressed, bro. Like during high school, she was fucking.
yeah, those people that have to go fucking.
It's not easy. I mean, it's not easy to go to college either.
Yeah.
Can you not wait with a scholarship? Do you have to go? Like,
Yeah,
the
you
next
have to
year?
go right away.
That is so stupid because
That's one reason that they also jump into it real quick.
It's
I
all a
think
system,
you need to
bro.
wait a year or two.
That and health
fucked up.
insurance.
Because, like, for example, with her, as soon as she finished, she got a job offer for Channel 5. But Channel 5 knew that she was a hungry young person that didn't have experience, but they knew that she was good. So they got her for a certain price, and then they locked her in for that. And then they just milked the shit out of her.
Used it against her.
Yeah, they knew that she was just dumb, not like she didn't
Yeah.
know better. So they
Yeah.
fucking used her until she couldn't no more. And that's just corporate. That's what they do. They'll milk you up and.
You need to decline whenever you get offers like that. Even because you could go back in the future or whatever, because they'll want to pull you back. But if you decline, they're like, wait, why are they declining me? Like,
Yeah, I
'cause
mean, I think it's one of those things that it is desperation too. Because for my sister, she was the first person to go to college. My parents were gonna pay, like they don't have money to pay for her college, so she was like, I gotta do it. I don't have a choice. Like I'm not gonna waste this opportunity. So she just did it, and she took the pressure. But
Yeah, it's a lot of variables if you think about it. Like it's everything as far as.
but I do believe this though. I'm gonna tell you this, that most, like with my sister, I feel like she did it out of her heart because she busted her ass to get it, so she earned it. But there's a lot of people that like, if you go in debt and you're just doing it to like make somebody else happy, and you're going in like, bro, you're fucking yourself.
Yeah, it
just
happens.
just to be the cool college kid that has Starbucks.
Well, some it could be that, and in other cases, it also can be. It goes back to the parents. They're trying to make their parents proud because the parents put in their heads that kid is their trophy to be like when they're talking to other parents, they're like, oh yeah, my kid went to school for this, so they can be proud.
Like, bro, like when I'm telling you, when I walk into my living room, I walk in and they have my sister's fucking college diploma, like middle of the wall. Boom. I walk in and I'm like, damn. If I wasn't a strong-minded person, I'd be like, I'm a fucking piece of shit because they don't have nothing of me.
Just a lot of fucking bad.
Are your
Malos ratos and shit.
do you guys feel like your parents are proud of you?
They kind of. I think they are, but I think my parents don't understand me though.
Is there one parent that is more proud of you than the other or anything?
I think they're proud of me. I don't know. They just don't really like. My dad is not the type to be like, "Hey, I'm proud of you." Like he's just gonna be like with my dad, it'd be like if I came home with a report card and it was like A, B, he'd be like, "Why didn't you get an A?" Yeah, that was my dad. Like he was just.
Yeah, old school. Old school.
And like it's weird though because I hear him when he's talking to like his cousins or something. He brags about me to them, but he doesn't ever tell me.
Let you know, like
They're never satisfied.
it's a big part, brother. It's a big part. Like parents are a big part, and like you said, when you go to college because of your parents, is because your parents puts into your head that you have to go. If you don't realize it and wake up out of that, then you're fucked. You're
like
like
with me, I was a rebel basically because they had already seen my sister. I could have went the same path because they offered me the same scholarship, everything. But the day that I applied for it, I was gonna go to it, and I woke up that morning and I told my mom, I was like, I'm not going.
What'd she say?
She was like, why? Like, and I was like, that's not what I want to do. I want to go to barber school. So she was like this is how she did. She was like, so I just went to school that day, didn't go to the interview, nothing, and then enrolled in fucking barber school.
That takes a lot. That takes a lot to do, to realize, because you're
pressured. I was
pressured.
sitting there thinking about it, bro. Like my whole class is a bunch of nerdy kids. Like not my girl at the time. Like everybody's thinking like this dude's the one that's gonna go to. I was like valedictorian of my class, so I was like the one that was supposed to. But then I was like, nah, man. Like if I do what they all want, nah, I'm gonna be miserable.
You're controlled at that point.
Yeah,
You're in that
so I was
route,
just like,
and it takes a lot to wake
I
up.
smoked about it, and I was like, nah, I don't want. I don't
Yeah,
want that
so
smoke.
like you kind of reflected and said, you know what, like I'm not gonna follow this path. And you had a lot of pressure because once again, your sister's already taken that path. You're good at it, but then it's like, but it's not something
like
I
I know
want
I
to
could
do.
do it. You know, like if he went to college, if you went to college, like we would dominate if we really, you know, if you're among all those people.
I mean, I'm not a books person as far as, I don't know. I feel like college isn't for me. That's why I never.
The why isn't there though. That's
The
really
why
what
isn't
it is.
there,
Like,
exactly. I just don't see myself doing a profession. I see myself more doing entrepreneur shit. So, yeah, that's it takes a lot, and at least
this
a lot of
motherfucker right here didn't even go to high school.
yeah. Well, he went, but he didn't finish.
If I would have actually like done what I could have done, like went through like with college and stuff, I think I would have been a lawyer.
A lawyer. Me too.
1000%.
That's what we always say. I'm like, damn, I should have fucking been a lawyer, because it's one of those things where you're just sitting there like analyzing shit and then going through loopholes basically. Like you're just finding loopholes through shit.
I'm really good at that.
So, you're what besides doing the clothing stuff? What is something that you're good at? Something that you're passionate about?
Selling stuff.
You're a good
I mean,
salesman?
I know I'm selling clothes, but like just selling in general. Like,
Are you awake, woke? Like, or do you keep track of like what's happening in the world and shit?
I do. I just don't talk about it.
You don't? Okay. So, it's crazy out here with this fucking coronavirus thing. So what measurements are you taking as far as making sure it doesn't affect your business, making sure you're stay away from potential viruses and shit like that?
I work at Target, so I'm still going to work and I'm still having to be around people, but I'm kind of
Are the hours like shortened?
They just started closing at 9. That's the only thing they changed really. I mean, they closed down the Starbucks and the Pizza Hut.
What is it? The one in?
I work on the one.
Okay, gotcha.
But I mean, I'm doing all the precautions up there. I'm cleaning every 5 seconds, hand sanitizer, gloves. I'm trying to work in the back mainly. Like I've been mainly helping out like my team leader and stuff in the back because I don't want to be around people. For my clothing line, I did it kind of as a joke, but kind of a way of my company's way of telling people to be safe. So I just put out social distancing shirts and hoodies and sweatshirts. And I was like, this is a way people are going to look at it. And they're like, oh, that's funny. I like that. but it's also like I'm in a social distance. Yeah.
It lets them know that's kind of. Yeah,
And you said somebody
clever.
placed the order yesterday, right?
Yeah, someone placed a almost $200 order just ordering my cotton candy design stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
That has to feel good. Like
That
you
has
just wake
to.
up and you're like,
It was amazing. I mean, the second I saw that, I was like, this is.
Now, how
I
much
wanna
of
do
those
this.
profits do you get? Do you get the full, or do you have to give a percentage to the website?
I get a decent amount, but I think what the happiness that it gives me is worth more than.
Yeah, because somebody's wearing
anything else.
your brand.
Dude, like,
and they went on the website and ordered it. And
They took the time to do
There's
that.
that whole fucking.
especially
it's like,
now, like.
It's like when somebody goes on the podcast and then they watch it and then they comment and then, share it. Like, oh shit.
Exactly. That shit. Yeah, that shit gets a lot. Like it gets overwhelming to me sometimes, and like fuck. But that's tight,
Oh,
man.
finish. She was saying something.
Like whenever you work on designs and stuff, like the way I do, like you spend hours on one design just thinking about what color you want to do, the way you want to shape something, and then you see someone wearing it or buying it, it gives you like just this crazy feeling of like, wow, I spent so much time making that, hoping someone would do it, and look, and they're enjoying it, they're happy. Like I'm giving someone else happiness, and I love
yeah.
that.
Hell yeah. Shit. We've been here an hour and 20 minutes, so shit went by fast, brother.
We talked about all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Is there anything we're missing?
I
don't
think
think so.
any last thoughts you want to give out to the people?
Yeah, you're hella young, bro. I feel like you're in the right path. I don't even know if I should ask you this question.
I mean,
Like,
we're having a fucking deep, yeah.
What is it?
Doesn't even feel like you're 17.
Yeah, exactly.
Mentally, I think what's that? I forgot what the song's called, but he was like, I'm only 19, but mentally I'm older or something, whatever. I forgot what he said.
Who
Like
said that?
Steve the other day, he asked me, he was like, "How old are
What's
you,
his
bro?"
name? But my mind is old. He said my mind is old or whatever. He's like, I'm
Who
19
asked
years
you?
old, but my mind is old.
Steve-O, he was like, "How old are you, bro?" And I was like, 25, bro. And they're 29. He was like, "You're an old soul, bro."
Yeah. So the question we ask all our guests is probably the final question we ask is like, if you had to go back in time 5 years and tell yourself something to kind of make a change or something, what would it be?
How many years?
5
5.
years.
So this fool is what, 11?
No, I would have been 12, almost 13. I would have said, put more passion into what you want to do, even more than you already do, and just any ideas you have, write them down. Because I mean, there's so many ideas I remember having. Like, I'm glad I still remember some of them because I'm like, why did I not write that down?
That will come up to
But
you.
see, with that, bro, I had that same fucking problem. I would be mad at myself that
Because you wanted to come back to it and you're like,
we would be sitting down in the car or something, and I come up with a fucking something, and I'm like, I would always be like, I want to write it, I want to record it or something. And then my homie one day told me, he was like, if it's that good of enough of an idea, it's gonna come back to you, bro.
They always do.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like, the brain is a bitch sometimes.
I believe you need to write them. Like
I feel like you do need to write them, yeah. Because like even important shit, you'd be like, yeah, bro, I remember whatever it is. And then you're like, what was it? Fuck. You know,
I do
so
that
like,
at work.
A wedding
'Cause
today?
They pile you up.
yeah. So like, yeah, I think that's very important.
Sit down, AP.
Yeah, start
Don't
writing
listen to
shit
that
down.
fucking idiot.
So you would say just be more passionate.
Yeah, I would say just chase your goal. I would definitely just tell myself to keep being me, but be a better me. Like I wouldn't have changed any of my like major life decisions.
So basically, you all you would say is do more, basically.
Yeah, I would do more to secure what I was already doing.
Okay, tight. Well, that's it, man. We got a lot of shit in here. Israel, thank you very much for coming by. We appreciate your time. We're going to leave the link of the website for the clothing line so you guys can check that out. And
Get infatuated.
Yeah, infatuated clothing. So stay on the lookout for that. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. We are out. Peace.